Hello, this is John with Cut DC TV, and I thank you for joining me today. I'm going to draw you a diagram, and a diagram that will illustrate the relationship between the Tea Party and Occupy. Now, what are these movements actually? Well, if you look at them both, they're really movements of grassroots dissent against what's taking place in the government. Both groups feel like we have lost control of this government, and that is correct. Now what I'm going to do is draw you a couple of circles. We'll start with this one. This circle represents the Tea Party. Okay. Now the Tea Party started, as you know, back a few years ago. But we also understand that the Republican Party has pretty much co-opted most of the large groups within the Tea Party. And there's a certain message that they are propagandizing the groups with. And that message is this, that we need to be concerned about one thing, maybe two things. Now guess what that one thing is? You don't have to think hard about it. And one thing is, we got to get rid of Obama. If we get rid of Obama, then everything will be fine. You can all go back home and don't worry about anything. But there's another two thing, and that is this. The establishment wants us to hate the Muslims. That's right, because this is a part of the agenda. We need to go, and they want us to invade some more countries in the Middle East. So that's why you're constantly hearing this propaganda and seeing all kinds of propaganda on a lot of the Tea Party websites. Now let's draw another circle for Occupy. Okay, this is Occupy. Now the same establishment that is trying to control the Tea Party is also trying to control Occupy. And what's the primary message that the establishment is trying to say? Well, I believe it's kind of an envy-based message, and that is, we are the 99%, and we're angry at the 1%, right? We are the 99%, and the message is, we need to increase taxes on that 1%. And if we can do that, everything will be fine. You guys don't have to protest anymore. That's the message. But see, people in the Tea Party and also Occupy also understand there's a whole lot more to the problem than just these narrow issues. Notice right here there's overlap. Now I've talked to a lot of Tea Party people and also Occupy folks. And what I've discovered is that there are a lot of common issues that both groups have. Now realize there are going to be a lot of Tea Party people that all they want to do is get rid of Obama and the Democrats, okay? They're sold on the idea of the establishment. And there's also a lot of Occupy people that think all you have to do is tax the 1%. But not everybody is buying the lies. Hence we have this overlap. Now think of some issues we probably have in common. I'll tell you a big one right now. Ending the Federal Reserve. End the Fed. A lot of Occupy folks understand the dangers of the financial dictatorship of the Federal Reserve. Also monetary reform. And both of these groups have people that understand how we need monetary reform. We need to get back to the gold standard. Now this is a real big one. Okay? These are big, big, big issues. Also, the TSA. Okay, totally unconstitutional what they're doing at the airports. They're also expanding out to railroad stations and bus stations. And all this is part of the police state. Patriot Acts. Okay, Occupy is very concerned about these police state issues. A lot of Tea Party people also are. Especially Tea Party folks that have studied the Constitution and understand how important it is to be free. Now, of course, the establishment, they don't want you to think about the TSA or the Patriot Acts or Department of Homeland Security. But this is a very, very important area of overlap. Department of Homeland Security. Okay? Now, there are also other issues that are here's another one. corporate control over the government. You know, Mussolini actually mentioned it's the merger of corporate power and government power, which is fascism, and that's what we're going into. Occupy folks are very concerned about that, so are many Tea Party people. So it's fascism. Okay? Now, this is the very area that the globalists, the people that are pushing for one world collectivist government, this is where they are running the play. And they're telling you, you need to hate each other. Tea Party, you need to hate Occupy. They're saying they don't bathe. They're saying that they're rude. They smoke pot out, all these things. You got to hate them. They're totally different. They're not totally different. They have a lot of the same causes as the Tea Party people. And the Occupy leadership's telling them they need to hate the Tea Party. But see, I think we need to start getting together on these common issues, because this is exactly where the play is being run. And we need to block what's going on right here, and it's a very powerful concept. I hope you spread this news, pass this along to your friends, and God bless you. Thank you very much.